The Rugby World Cup 2023 kicks off this evening at 9 p.m. France, the hosts, taking on New Zealand. But that's happening in Paris. On Sunday in Marseille, something will be happening there. The defending champions, Springboks, will be beginning the defense of their title, and that's against Scotland. And our reporter Yolulwe Qoshe is based there. He's joining us right now from there. Yolulwe, I also don't know how your French is, how much you have been speaking with the French that side, but I suppose you've been going around in Marseille. How have you found the city? What's it looking like out there?
Firstly, bonjour, bonsoir les chourous. Also, bonjour à la population d'Afrique du Sud. I thought I'd start like that some in these parts. Good morning to you, Benjamin, as well as the viewers at home in South Africa. As you say, of course, the World Cup does kick off in Paris, the capital city of France, which is where Valen is. But like you rightfully say, I am in Marseille. Marseille will have to wait just a little bit longer before they get their opportunity to taste what the World Cup is going to be like. They will have the world champions on their doorstep, the Springboks, who will take their first game here in Marseille on Sunday. But in terms of the population, I went around for my first 2 days here, Benjamin. The first day, it was just normal. The population walking around didn't seem like they're feeling that type of atmosphere. I didn't see too many rugby jerseys, if any, on the first day. But yesterday, I went to a fan shop, and that's where I then started to feel that rugby atmosphere. Some of the locals were starting to speak rugby, and were also getting some rugby jerseys, not only from France, but even the French people were getting jerseys from other countries. So one of the locals, I even asked him, is he Scottish? And he said, no, he just loves how the Scottish jersey looks. I saw a guy wearing an all-black jersey. I asked him, is he from New Zealand? He said, no, I'm French, but I just love the All Blacks. I saw a couple of Japanese people looking at the Springbok jersey in the rugby fan shop here. And so it seems like there's a whole lot of love here for all the nations that play rugby.
But there won't be too much love if you think about how Marseille is known more for its football team that plays in the Ligue 1, Yolulwe. Do the people even care what's happening there, starting today in the country as a general, but on Sunday in Marseille with the world champions coming to town?
Yes, Benjamin, you're correct. Marseille is known for its football craze type. It's like a football craze type of city. The big team here, of course, is Olympique de Marseille. In fact, the lady that drove me to the hotel, she told me very early on that if I say anything about Paris Saint-Germain, if I mention anybody like Kylian Mbappe, she will leave me stranded in France. So I couldn't take that risk. I had to act as if I'm an Olympique de Marseille fan myself. Coming into the city as well, I saw a couple of those Olympique de Marseille jerseys being worn in the inner city. I went to one of the souvenir shops. Those are some of the items that are getting off the shelf. They're hot off the shelf, all those Olympique de Marseille jerseys. So it is really, really a football crazed city. One of the kind young ladies that was assisting me in the official fan shop here in Marseille also confirmed that. I asked the same question because Marseille is such a football crazed nation. Is she feeling that Rugby World Cup type of feel? And she said, listen, for the first couple of months when the shop opened, there weren't any people really coming in to buy at the shop. The football lovers were still sticking to the football. But now, as we get closer to the time, a lot of the people from Marseille, the general public, are starting to get converted. I think the World Cup fever is then starting to grip them as well, Benjamin. But it will all be telling when we see the numbers that do come into the Stade Velodrome, which is a venue for the Springboks' opening game of the World Cup against Scotland. I met a South African yesterday, and he said that a lot more South Africans are expected to come in time for that particular fixture, Benjamin.
Let's, in fact, speak about that particular fixture, Yolulwe, as we take a look at that Pool A, where South Africa, or Pool A, in fact, is where New Zealand and the likes of France find themselves. It's in Pool B that we should look at, in fact, where South Africa is. There's Ireland there, there's Scotland, the likes of Tonga also there. But as they're playing in Marseille, South Africa plays a particular brand of rugby that you are well familiar with. Does it suit them? Is it conducive for the type of rugby that Jacques Nienaber, that Rassie Rasmus wants to play?
Well, Benjamin, my first couple of days here in Marseille have been very hot, very humid. Before I came here, I did check the weather as well, and it is confirmed while I'm here. And it's going to be like that for quite some time. In fact, you asked a very interesting question. One of my colleagues, who I saw here yesterday, he spoke about how Rassie was trying to even withhold that type of information. Apparently, another journalist colleague asked Jog, what liters he's expecting the players to lose because of sweat. And Rassie behind him signals that Jog cannot give out that type of information. But all of that just shows you, Benjamin, that it is hot, it is humid, it is expected to be a very, very tough time for the players on the field. So they will be trying to conserve their energy. You spoke about that Springbok game plan. Well, in years gone by, the Springboks have been known for their kick and chase. They have been known for that forward dominant game plan, which is energy slapping for the guys up front. But for the back line, that does give them an opportunity to conserve their energy. But in the years, starting from 2022, that end of year tour, we have seen the Springboks introduce a bit of a hybrid type of game plan where they're able to use their forwards and they also are able to allow the backs to be showing their innovative style of rugby. It also helps having a different first 5-8, which is a fly half in Mani Libok, controlling things. He plays different from Haji Pollard. So in a way that has forced the Springboks to tweak their game plan a little bit and to incorporate the running rugby. So they will have to manage how much they do that. But yeah, the conditions will not get any cooler anytime soon. But I'm sure Jog and Rassie have already had a plan about that. I forgot to mention, Benjamin, about the city. The same lady that drove me in, she told me, even though the tourists are out because it's a World Cup fever, he said, be careful. While the tourists are out shopping, some of the locals are coming out and they are trying to get some money from them too. They are trying to pickpocket. So that's a warning for any South Africans watching this who might be coming to Marseille. Keep your pockets secure, zip them if you have zips, but also just enjoy your time here. Marseille is a very beautiful city and it's nice and warm here. You'll enjoy it.
We're hoping to enjoy the game on Sunday evening. Yolulwe Qoshe is our reporter there. He'll be watching everything closely along with the Springboks' first game against Scotland come Sunday at 6 p.m.